Okay, we have some fabulous live music later on, but right now, here's the kind I prefer.
What's up? This is your boy Styles here on the WestCoastStyles.com YouTube channel, the OG WCR. And we got a special guest in the house tonight. We've got a West Coast legend. We got the OG Spice One in the house. What's up, Spice One?
What's populating, pimping?
Can you hear me?
Hell yeah, I can hear you, pimping. I can hear you. I'm just over here at the studio with my guys, man, fucking around and shit.
For sure, for sure. Nick, are you there, brother? We got Nick Hamilton in the house. Nick's my co-host tonight, and he's going to be helping me with the interview. He's a big fan of yours as well. So, man, let's just get into this interview. I first was into music. There used to be this thing on TV called The Box, and this was like back in 1992. And I saw your video, "Welcome to the Ghetto," on there, and man, I've been a fan since, brother. So let's just take us back to that time when you made "Welcome to the Ghetto." Why don't you tell us about the making of that song, bro?
Well, I kept driving around, listening to Loose Ends, and that beat just kept stuck in my head, and my cousin, he died on his motorcycle and shit. And so I was kind of, in my mode. And I went to the homie Blackjack and asked him to hey, I'm coming out hook it up or whatever. But what I did was I went to the studio and did it myself first. But then I had to have my homie go over it because he actually made beats, you know what I'm saying? And so, we got the beat together and shit. And I wrote the song thinking about, like, damn, it's it's a lot of shit going on in the world today. Shit is crazy. My cousin just passed away on his motorcycle. The riots was kicking in. Rodney King had just got beat, and they burnt down LA and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it was a lot going on when I recorded that song.
Yeah. Whose idea was it to use the Marvin Gaye sample?
Yeah, that was my idea. That was me.
Oh, yeah?
Because, Marvin Gaye was if not my favorite, one of my favorite artists of all time, because, he was rapping, he was singing about real shit, you know what I'm saying? And I wanted to kind of pattern myself after him and just spit real shit. You can't lose, you can't lose when you spitting real shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can rap about bullshit all day, but you can't never lose spitting about something real.
That was the first time I heard the Inner City Blues sample on a song. As far as that hook, I know Scarface used the bass line in a song once, but I've never heard the "Make You Wanna Holler, Throw Up My Hands," on the song before that.
The actual song, yeah.
I'm gonna get into it early too. I'll be there by
shit. You might hear it fucking around because Marvin Gaye. When I went out to Detroit and went to Motown and I was sleeping on this couch and dude woke me up and he like, damn, you sleep on the same couch Marvin Gaye used to go to sleep on every night. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, okay, oh shit.
Yeah.
I took that some kind of way and shit. I was like, yeah, okay, that's what's up. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I've always loved your flow. You have a really precise, rapid style at times. How'd you develop that flow back in the early days?
Man, I've always been a fan of the art of poetry, thug poetry, and rhythm, spitting to the beat to music. I've always been a fan of that and really active in the art, playing with words and shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to say as many words to the beat before the next beat hit. And, nouns and pronouns and verbs and synonyms and just in your clinchers and your stories and a lot of things as far as writing. I just adapted and used in my art while I was writing.
So this is Nick Hamilton here. Nick, I know you had some questions for for Brother Spice?
Oh, absolutely, man. First of all, Spice, man, thank you for coming on here. Really appreciate it. Respect to you as a legend.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long time, to still be doing interviews and doing anything is it's great. It's beautiful.
Absolutely. I want to talk a little bit about, because I think really this gets highlighted, but the brilliance and the creativity that you displayed over the course of time, as far as how you write your rhymes, being able to, spit bar for bar. When did you develop that? Like, at what point in your life did you say, okay, this is my voice, this is my sound, this is the direction I'm going to go in?
It never really dawned on me to do that, because I was always, looking to elevate my styles and skills. I always, always looking to get better, or flip this style or flip that style. So I never really thought like, this is how I'm gonna sound, or this is how it's gonna, because I was always trying to do something different. That's why my name is Spice, because I do reggae, I sing in 3 different octaves, you know what I'm saying? I do my own shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I spit in a lot of different styles of shit, but I all to entertain my audience, you know what I'm saying? All my fans since the last 30 years, they've been listening, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure y'all been listening. It was all to entertain my audience, and actually not gyp them, when they buy a Spice One album, or buy or download some of my shit, it's heat. You know what I'm saying? Make sure, you master your craft, and that give a motherfucker longevity in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. I went back and watched the old video interview of the late great Notorious Big, and I know you had at that time one of the hottest songs out, and Trigger Got No Heart. And what did that mean to you when you heard Biggie, big you up, especially him being from New York and you being from the Bay Area? Like, what did that mean to you when you heard that?
Yeah, man, I was shocked, but then again, I wasn't, because I know that him and Pac used to kick it. So, Pac could have been over there like, yeah, my nigga Spice One, you know what I'm saying? Banging that shit, you know what I'm saying? And Biggie was probably like, oh shit, But then the Menace to Society movie alone, the reception I got from the neighborhoods I went to and wherever I was at in the United States, even outside the country, going to being in New York and Harlem and all of that, I got a warm, reception from everybody. They love that shit, love the movie, the song, everything, you know what I'm saying? So, it wasn't too much of a surprise, because, at that time in 93, that Menace to Society soundtrack was cracking. The only thing that knocked it down a few notches on the chart was the Chronic album. We had this, we was rocking with everything else, you know what I'm saying? We blew everybody else off the charts.
Yeah, that was a cold soundtrack. I still have that too, man. I never will forget that soundtrack. The movie itself is a cult classic, but to be able to have a soundtrack to match it is incredible. For you to be a part of that history.
And I'm grateful to be a part of it too, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Hughes brothers and everybody that had anything to do with that movie. To Lorenz Tate, Tyron Turner, everybody. We still rocking shit.
Yeah, definitely, man. I want to talk about one of your classic albums, America's Nightmare. Now, first of all, the cover was incredible. What was the idea behind that album? How did you have to prepare for the album, and whose idea was it to shoot the cover like that?
Well, what it was I felt like like America. I feel like America's Nightmare would be a intelligent motherfucker from the streets that's got all of the that's got all the shit covered, as far as is skill, mental, heart, soul, body, and mind, strong. And I felt that was the biggest threat to racist America. You know what I'm saying? So I named it, America's Nightmare, because I felt that, not a black man, not an Afro-American, not a African-American, but a nigga. A nigga. N-I-G-G motherfucking A, nigga. That's what they fucking scared of, nigga. They're not scared of a black man. They ain't scared of a Afro-American. They scared of a nigga. That's what they don't want to fuck with, a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? And when you cover all of those edges of the real nigga, supposedly real nigga, they don't want to fuck with that. So America's Nightmare was like saying, you know, fuck y'all motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Come get us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I mean, all the niggas who've been getting killed through these last years and shit by the police and all of that shit, them was innocent men. Those were African Americans. Those were black men. They wasn't no niggas. Some of them might have been. And at the same time, it might have been some retaliation over that shit. But the word nigga, hey, it don't mean what it used to. We took that motherfucking word back and we changed it to something else. You know what I'm saying? It don't mean what it mean in the dictionary. To us, it means never ignorant, getting goals accomplished. So I mean, and it means way more than that to us too. You know, but like I say, that's what it was. They didn't want to fuck with no real nigga. So America's Nightmare, you know, and the rest of the albums after that, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep on pushing real shit.
Yeah, absolutely, as you should, because I've always, you know, even studying the Bay Area, it's always been radical. It's always been in its own vibe. It's always been kind of forefront of the movements and what have you. And you know, you've been part of a movement out of the '90s, being, you know, the Bay Area in the '90s. Man, you guys really pushed the line. Talk a little bit about yourself, Tupac. How did you guys meet up, and how did you guys click and just be as tight as you were up until his untimely demise?
I mean, me and Pac had some of the same. We had some of the same enemies, some of the same motherfuckers we didn't like. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you know, when I met him, you know, he came to my video shoot in my neighborhood. He came through there, and you know, I had already seen Juice. I was already a fan. He knew all of the words to my album, to my songs on my album. So you know, we was automatically, you know, rocking. You know what I'm saying? It's to push the front line for a whole area, not just for a city, but to push the front line for the whole Bay. You gotta be a real motherfucker. Cause a lot of motherfuckers, you know, that, you know, I get to New York, they like, you know, cause all we had in 1990 was in the Bay Area. All we had on some real shit in 1990, we had Spice 1 and Too Short. That's what we had. That was international, worldwide, major deals. That's what we had in the Bay. We had a lot of independent artists and all of that shit too, and they was doing their thing. But we had Spice 1 and Too Short. That's what we had. And I had to push that motherfucking front line for the Bay Area as far as lyrics and shit go. That was me pushing that motherfucking line. Everybody who want to underrate me in this motherfucker, that was me pushing that line, nigga. That's why Biggie said Spice 1 was his favorite motherfucking artist from the West Coast. Because that was me pushing that motherfucking line. And a lot of these motherfuckers out here be disrespecting a nigga and they underrate a motherfucker. When I go home and I look at my wall and I got 14 platinum and gold plaques and I just got a new one from Apple, a fresh one. Motherfuckers asleep.
Nice.
They sleep though.
Yeah.
But you know what? Eventually, hopefully they wake up. You know what I'm saying? And we be pushing some more shit. The motherfuckers tried to blackball me back in the day at Jive Records because they thought I dropped a bullet in the building. You know what I'm saying? I should have dropped the bullet in the building, motherfuckers. It was on some funny shit. It was on some blackball shit. So that if you want to wonder what happened to Spice One, they stopped pushing my shit. It wasn't my music. You can hear that now. You can listen to my music now and know goddamn well my music wasn't the reason that my shit stopped pushing, stopped going. You know what I'm saying? I got hated on and blackballed. That's why and to this day I'm still pushing the line hardcore, and I really don't give a fuck because I'm gonna keep riding. You know what I'm saying?
Oh hell yeah, man. That's why one of the reasons why I wanted to definitely talk to you, man, because I felt like you didn't get your flowers, and that's why I wanted to, along with Tim, give you your flowers, man, while you still here. Because I felt like, you are one of the frontliners, as it were, to make sure that the movement kept going.
That shit can put a mental strain on a motherfucker. Okay? When you broke boundaries and records, I'm the only motherfucker. Me and Lamar, Kendrick Lamar are the only motherfuckers in history to drop an album and go platinum with no features. And motherfuckers act like I don't exist. Sometimes they get up there and don't want to say my motherfucking name. Man, it's a cold world, man. That shit can have a mental. It can fuck with a nigga mentally, but you know what? If you weak-minded, it'll fuck with you. Cause you walk around, I go to Japan and can't even make it out the airport without signing autographs and taking pictures. Come home and walk through Walmart and the motherfucker know some other Bay Area rappers, but they don't know who Spice One is. Man, I gotta fuck with a nigga. That fucks with me. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's good and it's bad because it's fuel. It's fuel. Yeah. It feeds my fire. So when you listen to my new music now and you wonder what got me going, it's that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe motherfuckers start giving me my props. I might be a weak rapper after that. I might stop rapping so hard if motherfuckers start giving me my props. Maybe that's what they scared of. Don't give him his props. That nigga he coming hard now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what? Now that you bring that up, because I was listening to that song "Traffic" today, and I was like, God damn! After 30 years, man, this guy can flow like a motherfucker still. You know?
Yeah.
That's what
it is, man. To this day, I still get on stage and spit a cappella and have the crowd screaming to the top of their lungs to where I gotta stop rapping and let them finish screaming. To this day. Right now. You know what I'm saying? With no fucking music. So I mean, this shit is crazy, but it's the business sense is very it's reading is fundamental in this motherfucker. If you don't know what the fuck you doing and shit in this business, you can get dropped in this bitch. You can, like a lot of motherfuckers have, one hitter quitter. It usually ain't. It's not all these motherfuckers. It's not the artist, man. It's the people behind the artist with all of the money that's pushing the artist. And when the artist say I want more money or I want to renegotiate or some other shit, then they shut his ass down. That's why y'all didn't hear from me for a couple of years. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted my money. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers shut me down. So, man, this shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? The whole industry. But the art, I represent the art and the artist. A lot of motherfuckers represent money and shit. I don't worship money like that. Money gonna come when you do what the fuck you supposed to do. I worship God, and I push my music. I master my craft. The gift that he gave me, I master that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that shit, that's what's been keeping me going all of these years. It's I drop some shit here, drop some shit there, but They say you throw enough shit at the wall, something got to stick. So I just been throwing shit at the wall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, as you should. Definitely as you should. I mean, you talk about, something that can make you or break you. And, what do you do as far as mental health is concerned? How do you, compartmentalize things? How are you able to kind of decompress when it's time for you to do that and still remain balanced and be able to focus on what you need to focus on?
It's hard, man. I spend some time with my kids or something. Think about things that's more important about my health and and my family. You know what I'm saying? I think about that shit, and I focus on stuff like that, opposed to being and then again I really put a lot of it into my music when I express myself. You know what I'm saying? So it's really thug therapy for me, 24/7 as far as what hip hop is. For me, it's therapy for a thug. It's therapeutic for me. It's something for me to do. I go in the booth and I can talk to the microphone like an old bitch ass nigga or something. You know what I'm saying? and that's fun and entertaining to me. So shit. It's always gonna be hard for me to stop, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep doing this forever and shit.
As you should. Do you feel like it's necessary to seek out therapy, especially those of us that come from the Black community, for us to really get our mental health straight?
Yeah, man. They say to be aware of what a Black man has gone through and what he's going through. In America today, and to be a Black man and be aware of that is to walk around this motherfucker in constant anger. Well, yeah, I do all the motherfucking day because I'm aware and I'm awake and I'm pissed off every motherfucking day, every fucking day. Believe that. Every fucking day I'm mad over that shit. And the same thing with this music. To walk around and be conscious of what them motherfuckers did to me back in the day when I didn't know. And no, oh yes, to walk around in constant anger. I'm pissed off. But hip hop is a savior. My music is a savior. It's thug poetry for me. Like I say, it's therapeutic. It's the reason a lot of motherfuckers still got heads attached to their body. I tell you that much. Hip hop is the reason a lot of motherfuckers. Hip hop is the reason a lot of motherfuckers is gone, but it's the reason a lot of motherfuckers still here too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Believe that shit.
So I noticed, obviously Pac coming to Death Row. You run on All Eyes on Me, but he was creating an album called One Nation. Did you guys record any songs with that? And if so, do you see that coming out anytime? Now with everything turning around.
Well, the songs that we recorded for One Nation, one of them was I Can't Turn Back, and another one was Fame. And we had started recording for it, but and it was it just somebody got a hold of Fame and they now it wasn't me and Cocaine on there no more. It was me and him. I wasn't on there. It was Eminem and some of the Outlaws, and they had took me and Coca off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I mean, the songs that we had started recording for that, I don't really know what happened to him. Because Pac was like, man, Suge paid. You know what I'm saying? I just sold 6 million copies of a double CD. Suge paid, nigga. We finna do One Nation, and so we started rocking. You know what I'm saying? We was about to get it in, shit.
Yeah, hopefully those songs will come to light. I mean, I know that the guys that are running Death Row now are trying to go through the vaults and get all those original tracks. So hopefully, man, we'll hear you and Pac on a track, because I feel like that time frame is so significant, man, to our culture. It definitely.
Yeah, I think somebody need to find the original. They need to find the original and remix that shit.
Was Fame the last song Tupac ever recorded? I thought I heard something about that.
We recorded that the day. We recorded that the day Pac got killed. The day Pac came out here to Vegas and got killed, we recorded that song Fame. That same day.
Wow. So you talk
He
about,
was
you
at
know,
at
your
Thug
long.
Mansion and knocked it out.
That's amazing, man. I mean, your
Say what?
longevity is amazing. No, I said that's amazing, man. Your longevity is just amazing to be able to still be in the game. What have you seen change as far as the game's concerned from from an independent standpoint? Because you have a lot of younger artists now that go straight from the house to streaming and being able to do that. But I feel like the Bay Area really taught a lot of people about the independent game and knowing how to go about getting your money and putting out the right records.
Well, it's a lot easier for them now, than it was for us, because me and man Mixed Master Spade, rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
My guy, we drove from East Oakland to all the way to New York, passing out CDs and shaking hands. You know what I'm saying? Chopping it up with motherfuckers. All our fans, we shook their hands and said what's up to them, met their mamas and ate Barbie, threw shit on the grill, threw meat on the grill and smoked and kicked it with all our fans all across the nation. That's a part of the game that that's something that's missing in the industry right now. Is you're not a lot of artists ain't up close personal with their fans like that. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for my fans, man, I wouldn't even I wouldn't be here talking to you. Shit. I mean, I'll be joking about it, but sometimes I thank my fans for buying so many of my records, because I paid my way out of so many cases and gun cases and shit.
I didn't know you were a friend of Mixed Master Spade. That's pretty dope, man. Compton in the house,
Yeah. That was my OG right there. That's one of my OGs, man. Mixed Master Spade. I threw 187 proof Let It Be Known CD in the trunk, and he threw his CDs in the trunk. We hopped in the caddy, nigga, and drove all the way from Oakland to New York. Passed shit out all through Atlanta, everywhere. New Orleans, we was pulling up everywhere. What's up, nigga? Passing the shit out. You know what I'm saying? By the time I got back to the Bay, I had a major label calling me.
That's dope, man. I want to switch reels a little bit. With you being in Las Vegas, obviously coming from the Bay, the Raiders have migrated to Vegas, man. So are you a Raider fan? And if so, man, how surreal is that them being in Vegas now?
Oh yeah, for life. I'm still a Raiders fan, man. I'm always going, it's just I've been rocking with them so long, I can't even switch up. You know what I'm saying? I've been rocking with the Raiders from day one, so it's hard to even think about switching up.
You know what? Because of that, welcome to the ghetto video. I thought you was from Oakland, man. Then later I found out you were from Hayward. I was like, whoa, but I thought you were an Oakland cat all that time,
Well, when I first came to the Bay, I was in Oakland, but I was only I wasn't even one. You know what I'm saying? So I was in Oakland, then I went to Frisco, then I went to Hayward. And then when you in the Bay, you wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, shit. I done got it. Did all my dirt or whatever in the Bay. You know what I'm saying? In East Oakland and Frisco and Hayward. You know what I'm saying? Just all around that motherfucker. So, but I'm from Hayward, Palmacia Park.
Yeah.
Condos. What was the name? Damn. That's a damn shame. I'm trying to remember the nigga name. The movie Fruitvale Station.
Okay.
Fruitvale Station.
Oscar Grant.
Yeah.
Oscar Grant from Palmacia Park.
Wow.
So he from my hood. I'm from the same hood Oscar Grant from, y'all.
That's awesome, man.
That's crazy.
I'm saying legendary status, man. Speaking of Frisco, man, the Warriors moved from Oakland, now they're in San Francisco.
Straight out of Hayward,
how different is it, man?
Hey, there we go.
There you go. How different is how different are the Warriors now, man? They moved from Oakland and they had so much love in Oakland. Now they're across the Bay in San Francisco, man, a little bit more corporate.
Yeah, it's hard, man, because I'm a true Warriors fan. So, and I went to the Warriors games in Oakland at the Coliseum when it was called the Coliseum, when you had to walk through 69th Village and go through the BART station to get to the Coliseum to go to the Warriors game. You know, I was a kid going to the Warriors game and rooting for the Warriors, win or lose. We'd be losing all the goddamn time. We ain't won shit. I would just go up there and root for the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? Get in the game and root for the Warriors. Look at all the pretty girls there, and you know, and get some popcorn, whatever the hell I'm doing, and scream out Warriors, let's go Warriors. And then when we started winning, you know what I'm saying, 2016 and all of that shit, you know, motherfuckers, you know, motherfuckers looking like Warriors. I'm like, yeah, Warriors, motherfucker. So yeah, I still rock with the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? You know, all day. Curry, you know, Curry's still over there kicking it in. You know, it's just our team got broke down, but you know, I'm always gonna rock with the Warriors. I'm a Laker. I like the Lakers and the Warriors. I'm a NBA fan. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't. LeBron surprised me when I seen him on YouTube singing my song and shit. I was like, oh shit, okay, all right. I can't hate on LeBron.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Bron is always wrecking hip hop.
Yeah, that was some crazy shit.
Yeah, that was dope, man.
Hey, do you miss California?
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, I miss California. It got too crowded out in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And you know, the traffic got ridiculous. Like, I had to make a song called Traffic. Like,
oh yeah.
Shit, that's all California traffic I'm talking about up in that shit. Like that shit, you can walk faster than where you trying to go to out in that motherfucker, man. You know, shit. I mean, everybody out there moving out here to Vegas anyway. You know what I'm saying? This is Las Vegas, California. Don't let them get it fucked up.
We done took over Las Vegas.
This ain't Nevada, nigga. This California. It's Las Vegas, California. The Raiders is here, nigga. This Las Vegas, California.
There you go. There you go.
That's a bar right there. Wow.
Yeah, you mentioned Steph Curry, man. A lot of people give a lot of props to Steph, not just because of what he does on a basketball court, but what he's done for the Bay Area as far as the communities and things like that, man. When you see Steph doing that kind of stuff, man, what does that mean to you? How excited does that make you feel or encouraged, you know, when you see stuff like that?
When I see stuff like that, I get upset. I get pissed off because the motherfuckers blackballed me and fucked off my whole shit. Every time I see somebody starving and don't have nothing, I want to do something for them or give them. I'll throw everybody in this motherfucker $1 million if I had it. But they didn't give me that chance. They blackballed Spice One and fucked my shit off. You know what I'm saying? And I've been kicking out here, pushing the line from day one. I wish I could do some shit like that. I really do. I wish I could get a whole world of me, everybody that's broke living in tents. I wish I could do all of that shit, man. I wish I could help the poor, help the homeless. I wish I could do all of that shit, but shit, I was the motherfucking poor and I was the motherfucking homeless. You know what I'm saying? And because these motherfuckers wouldn't give me my motherfucking props, and I go home every day and look at platinum and gold plaques on my wall. So it pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it was fucking with me mentally, but that's why I'm still pushing. So when I see shit like that, it's just like, you know, man, I hope one day I get there to that point to where I can just, you know, go and have a toy drive and get all the kids with no toys on Christmas, give them all awesome shit, give them all PlayStations and shit. I wish I could do that shit, but I can't because these motherfuckers hated on me, man. But I'm still pushing though. You know what I'm saying? Just know I'm still out here pushing, and when you hear my music and when you hear me spitting so hard, going off and all of them flows and shit, know why? Because these niggas, I owe these motherfuckers, dude. They fucked me off, but I'm still keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep riding. You know what I'm saying? So, if I do get that money, and you can guarantee your ass I'm gonna be down there somewhere giving somebody some money or feeding some homeless or helping out some kids somewhere and doing some shit. Because you know what I'm saying, it's all in the game. It's all in my heart. You know, I'm a real motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I say, man, everybody who listening and see this interview, you know what I'm saying? I'm in smash mode right now. You know what I'm saying? All eyes on me, nigga. Real shit. Yeah.
So now that you mentioned that, why don't you tell us what you're working on? I know you're releasing music. You sent me a couple of songs. I've got Cold and I've got Traffic. So what are you working on these days? What are you releasing?
Right now, I'm working on an album called The Night Rider, and I'm about to I'm probably record this single tonight. I'm in the studio now. I'm thinking about recording a single tonight. But I got a few features I'm gonna knock down for some other artists. You know what I'm saying? For some, for some local cats in different states and even different countries that I just be fucking with because of the art. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's a sport, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a sport. I'm having fun getting it in, but that's what I'm working on, the Night Rider album. And y'all should look forward to seeing that pretty soon. I'm gonna drop the single for Night Rider real soon, and we're gonna do a video for Traffic. So look for that shit.
Dope.
Yeah, dope, man. I wanted to get your take on this too. We all heard about the Mount Westmore with E40, Too Short, Cube and Snoop. What are your thoughts on that, man? How monumental is that, just not only for the coast but for the culture in general?
Man, shit, I'm trying to get a verse on that motherfucker. I'm trying to get down. Shit, you know what I'm saying? But man, that's that I think that needed to be done. You know what I'm saying? Just for the game in general, just for the, like you said, just for the culture and just for the history of hip hop. That's cool. As an artist and as a fan, those is cats that I looked up to as a youngster, watching them do their thing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a blessing to the hip hop industry and to everybody else to have them cats come together and get in. I'm pretty sure we all gonna enjoy that album.
If you could form a super group, who would you choose to be as in your super group?
Oh shit. It'll probably be I say me, Twister, Tech Nine, me, Twister, Tech Nine, and maybe one of the Bones, maybe like Flesh Bone or some shit. Or Busy or something. I think we'll kill it.
That's a hell of a group right there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll kill it. We'll kill shit.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice right there. So, Spice, let me ask you this.
Hey,
man.
those are my homies too. I fuck with them cats tough, so you might hear it might go down.
Man, put that in their ear, brother.
Yeah,
put that in their ear, man. They can happen somehow, Shit.
Yeah.
Hey, Spice, let me ask you this question, man. If you were on an island, man, and you only had 3 albums you can rock with, man, what would they be and why?
It'll probably be NWA album. The first NWA album. Probably be All Eyes on Me and the Chronic album.
Wow.
That's off top, that's off the head, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I couldn't live without those. Like I can't live without my Easies and my NWAs and Cubes and Rens and Dre's. I got to have that shit. You know what I'm saying? And a motherfucker gotta have you got to have All Eyes on Me. You cannot live with All Eyes on Me. All Eyes on Me, you cannot rock without that. You know what I'm saying? Straight the hell up. And you got to have the Chronic, either the first or the second. When you gotta have those. That's like those are essential to any type of repertoire you might have of any type of music. Like hell no, you got to have that shit.
Yeah. One thing I like, one thing I like about you is that you've been like a real guardian of Tupac. When someone comes at him in the media or whatever, you're right there, defending your boy, and that's dope of you,
They don't know it's some motherfuckers out here who will have fun doing that shit. They didn't understand. There's other thugs out in this motherfucker that would have fun doing that shit. Not just me either. You know what I'm saying? But what kind of friend would I be, or what kind of homie would I be if I let motherfuckers walk around talk about my dead homie? You know what I'm saying? And I can't stand right there and do that. I gotta, take whatever I got coming. Throw my punches and take whatever I got coming when it comes to shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I can't just sit back and do that shit. It's hard to do that one.
Yeah, I understand that.
Man. You've always, Spice, you've always been a guy that's been very, cognizant when it comes to your lyrics, man, the messages that you want to push. And I always felt like you were ahead of your time when you were spitting certain messages. And when we talk about what's going on in today's society and everything that's going on with social injustice and things like that, Ice Cube came out with the contract with Black America. What did you think about that, man? And were you on board with it, when you've heard about it? And did you get a chance to even read any of it?
I really didn't know what he was doing at first, and then I listened to it and seeing what was going on. I think he was just trying to, basically say, a lot of people was like trying to be mad about it and tripping on the nigga for the shit and everything. But I'm like, well, he asking the same fucking question I'm asking. Like, I don't give a fuck what y'all got going on, Mr. President. Which president? I don't give a fuck. Which one of you motherfuckers be president? I don't give a fuck. What are y'all gonna do about my people getting killed out in these motherfucking streets every day, and the police having gangs with initiation is them killing niggas? What the fuck are y'all gonna do about that? What are we gonna do about these terrorists? The fuck are we gonna do about that? That was the most important thing on my mind, and I figured, that might have been what his agenda was, and if it wasn't, I'm mistaken. But fuck that, man. What the fuck? Y'all just let niggas getting killed out here? Not just niggas, everybody. They pushed that old white man over. The police pushed that old white man over like it wasn't shit, and he died, and they didn't even get charged for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Come the fuck on. What y'all gonna do about this shit? Period. That's my question. So that anything, that's why I was with it. I'm like, okay, Q, ask them motherfuckers. Like, go up there and ask them motherfuckers some shit. Like, what the fuck is they gonna do about this shit? Everything else is cool, COVID. Everything else is covered and shit. But why? What are y'all gonna do about my kids not being able to walk the street worrying about because of the color of their skin or some shit? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I was with it.
All right. Dope shit, man. I thank you for being our guest tonight. I know you're busy and you've got recording to do. So we're going to go ahead and let you do that, brother. But before we end, I want to see if you could give a drop for westcoaststyles.com tonight, please.
Westcoaststyles.com. Okay, for sure.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this Spice One, Barcelona, Fetty, Chico, shit's Nilty. Shout out to westcoaststyles.com. Blah, blah.
Nice. Thank you for being our guest tonight. Have a wonderful night. And man, we're just gonna keep pushing the new music, brother. So we got your back.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, y'all having me on the station and pushing my new music. If y'all need anything from me, if it's in my power, I got you. Just hit me up. Shit.
For sure, brother. Have a good night, man.
Appreciate you, man.
All right, man. Thanks. Peace.
Peace.
What time is it? Okay, we have some fabulous live music later on, but right now, here's the kind I prefer.